Hello everyone, Astro Kit here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about your ascendant sign. And basically your ascendant sign is so important in astrology. Your ascendant is kind of how you are perceived by the world. It's kind of like your first impression. And if you guys didn't know already, you have like a big three in astrology. So you have your sun sign, which we all know, you have your moon sign, and then you have your ascendant sign. In order to calculate your ascendant sign, you do have to know your birth time and the place you're born, and a bunch of other details. So what you can do is click the link in my bio down below. If you don't have your birth chart yet, all you have to do is enter the information in that link on that page and you'll get your birth chart, and then you'll know your ascendant sign. And then also with your ascendant, it's really important to know your exact birth time because your ascendant sign can change from hour to hour. So you really have to know the exact time to know your exact ascendant. And then also most of you guys probably know it's called a rising sign as well. So your rising sign and ascendant sign is the same thing, just two different words. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into the video. I do have a blog post about this on my website already. So go ahead and visit my website. It's called theastrokit.com. I'll also link it down below. And there you can read a little bit more in depth about your ascendant sign. So yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so now for Aquarius Rising. So just to recap, the main difference between your sun sign and your rising sign is that your sun sign is kind of like who you are at your core, and then your rising sign is kind of like how you appear. So you can almost think about it as like this lens, like it's how you view the world, how you approach the world, how you react, and generally your attitude towards life. And it's also how you project yourself. And then conversely, it's how the world might see you or might see an image of you. And then of course, your ascendant sign rules your physical traits as well. So for Aquarius Rising, obviously you take on a lot of like Aquarius traits. The main thing I will say about Aquarius Rising is that your approach to life is very unique and very eccentric. Like you're the type of person to approach life in a very unconventional way. Like you're not gonna follow the norm of society. Like you're not gonna be like working a 9-to-5 job. And even if you are, it's just like a very uncomfortable position for you. Because I feel like you're the type of person who's meant to make their own way in life. Like you're meant to build your own box to fit in, or not even build a box to fit in, like to make your own path, to pave your own way in life that is completely unique to you. So the way others might see that is like very unconventional. Like you're not the type of person to be like, okay, I'm gonna work my way up in this company and then do this, that, and that. You're just gonna be like, okay, I have this really unique idea that I want to achieve, and here's how I'm gonna achieve it. And then oftentimes you will achieve it and people are like, how did they do that? Because it just seems like such a new and different way of doing things. So generally that's like your attitude in life. It's like, how can I do this differently? How can I innovate this? What ideas can I bring to the table that will revolutionize something? And then also, fun fact, I think this is one of the most rare rising signs to have, if I'm not mistaken. Aquarius and Pisces risings, I think, are one of the most rare rising signs to have. So in general with Aquarius risings, they just do things that people have never done before, and they just do it because they naturally have this creative, almost genius-like energy about them. And then also you might be the type of person that's very almost like community minded. Like you do things with the intention of like, how can this help society? How can this start a revolution? I mean, not literally, but how can this revolutionize this archaic way of thinking? Like you might approach life in a way that's like, how can this serve society in some way? How can this lift humanity in some way? And given that, you might be somewhat of like a humanitarian even. Okay, so now for physical traits. So for physical traits, like I said earlier, Aquarius is a very unconventional sign. It's very unique. So Aquarius rising people are kind of that way as well. Like when you see them, I feel like they might almost have like, you know those people that look kind of strange, but they're very beautiful? Like they have that almost like strange beauty about them. Like they might not be like conventionally attractive, but they're just attractive because they're so unique, if that makes sense. And then also they might have a very long nose. Like their nose is almost very noticeable on their face. It's not like it's super big or anything, but it's just very like oblong. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like a very, it's almost like the center point of their face. Like you almost always notice it. And then also they might be very tall in height, and not just tall, but they can be very lanky. Like I've seen Aquarius rising men that are like super tall, but they're also very lanky. It's not like they're chubby or anything. Like they're very skinny. Like with Aquarius risings, I always feel like they look kind of like aliens. Like they look super unique and super different and tall and lanky. They almost look like a alien. And that's not shade or anything, but I generally associate them with that because they look unique in their facial structure, and then they look unique in their body as well. So it's kind of like that looks like a strange person, but they mean they're very attractive at the same time. And then also I meant to add this earlier, but a good example of like Aquarius Rising is Nicki Minaj. If you think about Nicki Minaj, she has a very unique style. Like, she was wearing pink wigs and crazy outfits in like 2009. And at the time that was like so unheard of, especially in the rap industry. So that goes back to what I said earlier about Aquarius Rising's really paving their own way in life, like being like this unique person that brings unique culture to society. I feel like Nicki Minaj is such a great example of that because she just brought such a unique energy to the rap game. And then on top of that, going back to the physical traits, I mean, she has a very long nose as well. And naturally, Nicki Minaj is very beautiful, but she just has a strangeness about her. Like, something about her is just kind of unconventional and unique that you can't help pay attention to her. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. I hope you found this video helpful or you related to it. Again, I do have a blog post about this already on my site. It is called theastrokit.com, and I will be linking that down below, so you can just click that and visit my site. And then also on my site, I have my services. So I do natal chart readings. I do some other things too. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and click my site and email me if you want a consultation. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.